をしましたが。やめるわ。あの子が似合うと褒めてくれたんだもの。今日はこれで寝る。
Danmachi episode number 6. It's no secret I've been not a big fan of this season overall. I didn't like the Seer storyline, but as it slowly transitioned into the Freya storyline, my interest is definitely peaked. And, you know, I would have been like a tortilla. I would have folded and folded and folded if I was in Mr. Bell Cranel's shoes. And if you're a boy especially, you know, when you're going through adolescence, puberty at 14, I can't imagine having the resistance capabilities that our boy Bell has had to exude over and over and over again. Yeah, at 14, your boy would have been just splurting and squirting everywhere. Splurting and squirting everywhere. I just can't imagine it. But you got to commend it in a way that he's written with such fortitude and such a resistance to the opposite sex. It's a thing that has never been seen before. Now, when it comes to the episode, you know, this might as well just be called Freya's gaslighting. They're basically gaslighting Bell so hard that he is starting to believe that he's actually the crazy one, and the whole Hestia stuff is just all made up. So the gaslighting has never been at an all-time high. And again, tell me why I am just so attracted to the fact that Freya is just crazy and manipulative and just like this conniving bitch. And I love it. I love it. Like I see it like that's my kind of woman. You know what I mean? Just, yeah, gaslight the shit out of you. It's like, yeah, I love it. So overall, I'm having a good time. I think it's probably the best episode of the season yet. Gaslighting was just at an all-time high. One thing I don't quite understand about her charming ability is she was able to go and Bell's attendant, so the one who takes care of all his missions and stuff. I forget what her name is, but Ada, something like that. Anyways, the person who takes care of him, it's been bothering her ever since, you know, she had that moment with Belle, and she's been trying to figure out, like, yo, what the hell was that? What was that about? And, like, it's one of those things that, you know, I think, like, there's, like, an old saying of, like, you know, the heart knows kind of thing. And I definitely think it was one of those situations where, like, she can't let it go because, like, the heart knows, you know, she has feelings for Belle. And she goes to investigate, and she finds her, like, diary or notebook on Belle as her advisor or his advisor or whatever. And she begins to, like, you know, kind of break and or dispel the charm. But Freya was able to show up like that. So I don't quite understand on her charming ability, on how it actually stays in effect. And, like, does she have, like, some alert system in her head where she's like, oh, person in block A section 6 is breaking the charm? I don't quite understand the full capabilities of her. I don't understand the full capabilities of her ability, as well as the ability to rewrite. I think the rewriting a memory and charming somebody are two different things, but they're putting it into one bucket and one capability and making it seem like, oh, well, they're charmed and their memory blocked or their memory unlocked. That's the same thing that happened to What's-Her-Face. She goes on to the, not bridge, but like the top of the building where her and Belle fought before. And again, the heart knows, you know, she goes to go and, like, she's like, I don't know why I'm here. I just, like, her body brought her there, essentially. And Hestia knew why she was there, but it's the same kind of thing. It's like, oh, okay, can Freya kind of sense that, you know, she's potentially breaking the charm? And if that is the case, cannot Freya sense that Hestia isn't charmed? You know, like, as you know, she could with that Orthros guy down below. She's like, oh, I know I didn't affect you. As well as she senses others outside that she may have gotten not affected, or people in the dungeon. So it's like, okay, how did you show up so quick, but yet you didn't know? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Now, before Ada or whatever her name is, Ada, whatever, you know, was starting to break the charm, another girl, her eyes flashed. So it was like, okay, was that the warning system? And if so, I don't know. it's just, it seems like one of those things, like, it's just too good to be true kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let it go. Like, it just, but that's one of the things where, like, I really hope they dive deeper into that, because they're presenting things that are making me think about it. So it's like, okay, if you're gonna make me think about it to that level, go all the way. You know what I mean? Like, explain it to me like I'm 5. Explain to me how this charm ability works, so I have a better understanding. Outside of that, you know, Belle goes and he trains with the Freya Familia. I think they're gonna actually make him a lot stronger. Freya was able to achieve maximum gaslighting by getting some kind of potion or elixir that allows a different Familia to affect their stats, and also rewrites his Familia in the back. So that kind of really freaked Belle the F out. And then she was able to use the information she got from his guide or, you know, adventure person, whatever. She was able to get the diary and rehash events that happened to him. Again, maximizing her gaslighting. And the last thing I'll say is Freya is kind of like a giggly teenage girl right now in love. Because the way that Belle ran away from her and stuff, she's like, she's never experienced a man that could resist her like Belle is resisting her. And she's getting a big kick out of it, which I think is actually very cute. So I like that quite a bit too. So yeah, overall, this was a really fun episode. I was engaged the whole time. And just the gaslighting is just wildly crazy. But I love it a lot. So yeah, I'm having a good time now. And I'm liking more. I'm liking more of what I'm seeing now, as opposed to the whole seer stuff. I just wasn't having a great time. I didn't really dig the story very much, but I'm having a better time now that Freya's basically just going ballistic, like, love him, want him, love him, gotta have him kind of thing. She's just willing to just do anything for him. So I think that's going to be wild. All right. See you next week. Peace out, my friends.